Fishermen talk of a giant fish. It hunts the tropical abyss. Andy Kurtzy is determined to find out if the legends are true. He's chasing a monster that haunts deep underwater canyons and fights dirtier than others, dragging the chase into sharp corals and trashing line. It can weigh over 100 kilograms, with the body of a giant tuna and a mouthful of dog-like teeth. It may sound like a fishing story, but Andy's about to discover the dog-toothed tuna is for real. Dogtooths live in tropical waters, hunting in strong currents and on the steep edges of coral reefs. Andy's destination has all this and more. Astove Island in the Indian Ocean. This is dogtooth territory. It's wild and remote and famous for the notoriously sheer Astove Wall. This is the kind of abyss that dogtooths love. Andy needs to be careful. He's a human intruder trespassing on the predator's paradise. And it's a 2-hour plane ride to medical help.
It is 1,000 miles from nowhere. It is just nowhere. It's a little blimp. If you looked at Google Earth, you'll hardly see it. As a fisherman, this is heaven. This is where we all want to end up.
On the surface, the island looks like paradise. Pristine, shallow flats make up the heart of the atoll, the perfect habitat for ghostly bonefish and hungry lemon sharks. The sandy beaches are a natural sanctuary where many rare species thrive, undisturbed by civilization. But there's a dark side. On a deserted island, you're either predator or prey. This is a tiny atoll, the size of Gibraltar. Every resource is precious. To survive, you need to be tough, cunning, and opportunistic. One species in particular embodies these traits. Dogtooths rule with brain and brawn. The wall is their fortress and their hunting ground. A labyrinth of crags, their treacherous refuge. Andy will need a watertight game plan to hook one. But there's a catch. He can only fish with a fly rod. It's an island rule designed to protect the fish here.
To try and subdue a 100-pound dog-toothed tuna, you're going to have a minimum of a 100-pound leader, nylon leader in the front, and most fly lines are 50 pounds. So you're going to have to hope and pray that the dogtooth doesn't get you too deep into the reef on the drop-off, where he's going to wind it around a coral head and snap it off. And also, the longer I play it, the higher the chance of a shark coming to eat it.
A delicate line and a ticking clock on each cast. This will be the ultimate challenge. The fly is a decoy that mimics natural prey. Shimmering tentacles and trailing feathers, carefully designed to simulate the color and movement of a bait fish. Andy needs to make sure his flies are just as tantalizing as the brightly colored fusiliers, a staple on the dogtooth menu. He's using a 14-pound fly rod, which specializes in hauling a heavy fish from the deep. But it takes much more than a good rod to land a dogtooth tuna. It's day one. Andy sets out with local fishing guide Serge Sampson. They're heading right off a cliff. 100 meters from the beach lies the notorious abyss, the Astove Wall, a sheer drop of 1,000 meters. It's been described as like gazing down into the Grand Canyon. Andy suspects that there are big dogtooths patrolling the drop-off. While the sun's still low, he can use the shadows to camouflage his boat against the wall and target his quarry below.
Here we go. Let's see how we go.
His weighted fly sinks down. It needs to drop deep enough to get the attention of a dogtooth. Andy doesn't know yet how deep that is.